Today I'm going to unbox and assemble and review this Pittsburgh Racing 1.5 ton aluminum jack. Nice thing about it is that it's made out of aluminum, which makes it much lighter than a regular jack. Okay, total weight here is 25 pounds. It's quite a low profile as well. It says minimum saddle height is 3 3/8 inches, and the maximum saddle height is 14 3/4 inch height. Like I said, it's got a 1.5 ton capacity to it. So if you're thinking about lifting more weight than that, well, this is not the jack for you. My car in total weighs about 1.5 tons. So seeing as I'm only going to be picking up half of the car or a quarter of the car at a time at any point, this is a perfect jack for me. So if you have a 6,000 or 7,000 pound vehicle, this is not the jack for you. Okay, this is for a lighter car. Okay, so let's take the box off here. There we go. And here's the contents of the box. Of course, always the racing jack, and as you can see, 1.5 tons is 3,000 pounds. The model number on this is the 68053, which is right here. There are several different versions of this jack. There's a 68052, the 054, so on and so forth. But the one we're looking at here is the 68053, and continue from there, just to make sure that we're dealing with the correct jack. And you know, packaging is normal, and you're getting closer into the box. In these tubes is the handle, the jack handle. It's also made out of aluminum. And here's the bottom jack handle, and nice thing about it, it's protected with a rubber foam along the base here, so that if you hit it against the car, it won't mar the finish on your car. Okay, so there's the bottom half. Basic assembly is quite simple. You've got the little knob here that you push down, and it goes into this circle right here. That's it. Your handle is now one piece. Nice that you can take it down for storage. Okay, let's take this cover off, and now we can see more or less the whole jack. Okay, now these holes here, these screws here, as you can see, there's a couple for the safety valve adjust. You're not to move those. Those are just to stay. And one of these two is a fill hole as well, so you can put more fluid into it if you're running out, or if it's leaking out. And if it's leaking out, you've got a problem anyway, but if you need to put more fluid in, that's great. Right off the bat, very nice thing about this is it actually has a rubber pad. Let's see if I can lift that up for you. There we go. Right here on the lifting surface, okay, which will protect whatever piece of metal you put it against on your car to lift. Okay, and it actually, you know, is flush with these raised edges on this pad. So there's the rubber pad, as you can see. Here's a side view. Nice thing about it is that I thought I would have to assemble it somewhat, like put a handle on it or something, and there's none of that required. From what I can tell, it's pretty well put together right out of the box. Okay, and there's a little lock wire here, looks like, holding the handle down so it goes into the box correctly. But let's go from here. There's the bottom of the jack, and it show you quickly here. Now, what makes it a quick pump jack is that it's a dual piston jack. So when you're pumping it, you're actually pumping 2 pistons at one time, which means you get more fluid into the cylinder, which means it'll be picking up quicker, right? It'll be lifting the arm quicker. So let's get this off of here and figure it out. There we go. Alright, and once you take off the locking wire, which I suggest taking out this side first because that's what seemed to work best for me. Last but not least on this is inserting your handle back into it. Let me get that out of the box here so I can show you that. Actually, I'm going to leave it in the box, but as you can see here at the bottom of the base of the handle, there's a little screw, and that's a locking screw for the handle. Okay, I want to show you something inside the handle. You'll see that inside the handle there's a pin, a square pin in the center, and that fits inside the handle to allow you to turn it and unturn it to raise it, to lock it so that it will raise, or loosen it so that the fluid will drain out and the arm will fall down. Okay, so what you need to do is make sure that you match up this square end with that. I'm going to take the handle apart just to show you that because I don't want to hit the camera with it. Okay, so, and there's a channel at the bottom of the handle here that this screw has to go into to hold it in. So just give it a little twist and see if it moves the valve here. You'll see it right here. The shaft will turn when you turn it, and it does. So then just tighten down the screw here on the side, and that's it. Okay. Things I like about this: number one, weight. It's quite, for a jack this size, it's quite light. It's 25 pounds. Let me get back here. Another thing I like about it, it's got a nice handle on it, so you can drag it when you're underneath the car. It's easy to grab it and move it. Pretty solid looking metal all the way around, so I think that's robust. Another nice thing is the front wheel. Okay, most of these jacks have wheels that extend outside of the jack. Okay, and and that's fine, but if you needed to get it into a tight space, this will fit into a tighter space than those jacks will. Okay, the back wheels look fairly solid too. Turn here. Yeah, these posts that hold the wheels are solid pieces of aluminum, so that's a great thing. Personally, I'm going to take all these bolts here and check them to see if they're tight. Another nice thing too is if you want the handle on the other side, you can just remove it from this side and put it onto the other side. Now you're going to have to unscrew it to do that. Okay, but if you prefer it on the left side instead of on the right side instead of the left side, then you can move it. Other than that, it's a great looking jack, and not that that really matters, but some people think aesthetics are important. Next thing I'm going to do is test it out by pumping it to the full range. So let's just do that right now and make sure I'm all the way down. Yes, I am. And let's do it. Now, of course, I can't pump it to the full range inside the box, so I'm going to have to get it out of the box here in a sec. Alright, we're out of the box. I'm going to lock the handle down and see how many pumps it takes to raise it to its full extension. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. 6. So 6 pumps gets it to its full extension. I'm going to measure that distance. All right, we'll go from the bottom of the jack at the top, and it is the advertised 14.5 inches, or yeah, 14.75 inches. Yep. So now, if you need a jack that lifts higher than 14.75 inches, well, this jack's not for you. So make sure that you understand the limitations of the jack. A, 3,000 pounds. B, 14.75 inches of height. And they actually make lower profile jacks than this. Let me break that down now. But the minimum saddle height, right here, this is the saddle, is 3 3/8 inches. So if you need something lower than that, well, this again is not the jack for you. I don't know how much lower than that you're going to get, but I do believe they make slightly smaller, lower profile jacks. Okay. Now that's the height at the saddle. Okay. If we look at the height here, or towards the back of the jack, if you're going deep underneath the car, then the height there is, at the very back, is 5 inches from the floor to the top of the jack. So if you need to clear something that goes, the jack goes this far into, this jack is not going to clear if it's lower than 5 inches. Okay, and I guess the next test I'm going to do is just jacking up my car, see how it works. Okay, so here I am in the rear of my car, and I'm fairly far back from the rear end of the car. See if I can get a better angle for you. Let's go this way. There we are. And let's see if you can see that. The handle actually touches the body right at this point here. Okay, but that's not really an issue because I still have lots of area to pump here, and I just wanted to test it on a deep insertion to the car. Okay, so let's go right there. So let's I want to get it right, the bolt right in the center of the pad. There we are. And at this point, oops, my wheel is already off the ground on the passenger side. I can keep going up. Now again, when you're doing this, follow your safety procedures. Safety procedure being, car and park off, it's not on a hill, and the emergency brake is on. Okay. See if we can get you a better angle there. Okay, so there's what's going on right at this moment. And it works fairly good. It doesn't take a lot of effort to get that jack to go up. I can't get full extension on it, but who cares, it's working just fine. It's lifting the car up without any issue whatsoever. Okay, so again, there's my first test. Another thing I noticed about it too is these wheels on the back. They work really well, even with the weight of the car on them. They can still move this around. Okay, so that's a great thing. And let me lower down the car. Okay, the other thing about it is it rolls like silk underneath the car. Okay, it's just incredibly easy to maneuver and steer and put exactly where you want it to go. Alright, so there's my review of this quite nice aluminum jack. I'll put the details where you can find it and buy it on the description, plus links to the manual and everything else, so you can have a look at all its capacities and specifics right to the T. Thanks for watching.